Hi, thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk Parenting. This is the program where we tell you everything to do with being a parent. This is an awesome job, right? We can all do with a couple of tips on how we can do this job really well. My name is Veronica Kasengo Fruitful, and like I say, I'm super excited that you're watching this because I started a series called 99 Ways to Say I Love You to Your Children. So last time I shared 5 different ways that you can say I love you to your children without even using words. That's right. There's so many different ways that we can say I love you, express love to our children. And I shared 5 of those ways last time. The number one way, which I did share last time, was spending special time with them. Yes, this is considered like one of the best way to say I love you to your children. Making that time where you're just spending that quality time with them, nobody else, just the two of you. So one of the questions I usually get asked by parents is how to do special time if you have like 2, 3, 4 children even, because it does take up time, right? And some of you might even be working, some of you might have special needs children, and so finding the time to fit it all in can sometimes be challenging. So today I'm going to just share a couple of tips. I'm sure there are plenty more out there online that you can find, but I'm going to share a couple of tips on how you can manage your time in order to create special time with your children. But before I get into that, let me share why is special time even seen as special time, okay? No matter which parenting program you go to, whether you go to one called Parent Gym or you go to Triple P or Mellow Parenting or SFFC, it doesn't really matter. The one thing I know they all agree on is that special time is a must. We need to create 10 to 15 minutes each day, as much as possible, spending that one-to-one time with our children. Why is that? Well, think back to when you gave birth to your baby in the hospital. When the baby was born, the doctors took the baby, wiped off all that yucky stuff from them, wrapped them up, and then quickly gave them back to you. Why did they do that? Because the baby needs that for their development. They need to connect with you. They need to bond with you. Your body, your warmth makes them feel loved, makes them feel wanted. But as your children get older, you can't really do that. I mean, can you imagine grabbing your 5-year-old and saying, come here, let me wrap you around in cotton and then just give you a hug? They'll be like, no, thank you. So there's got to be another way, right? Well, special time is special because it's that time. This is the number one way why special time is special. It's because it's that time that you get to reconnect, bond with your children. We're living at such a busy time where we're all working. Even our children are busy, right? They're very, very busy on their phone. So special time is that time where we can reconnect with them, bond with our children like we did when they were babies. So the number 2 reason, or rather the second reason why special time is seen as a special time is because, well, I read in an American Psychology Association website whereby when we spend one-to-one time with our children, it enables us to better understand our children's temperaments. So temperaments are like their mood and, you know, the way they think and feel. So it enables us to better understand them and they can better understand us. And when we do that, we can influence them. We can influence the way that they're growing up. Yeah, you can share some of your values as well as them sharing, you know, their thoughts and feelings about things. So special time is really important because it's that time where we can learn about each other. The third reason why special time is also important is because, well, special time is that time where you can build a trusting relationship. So we need our children to trust us so they can tell us what's going on in their head. We can't read their minds, right? And they can't read ours. So special time is a good time because it enables them to build a trusting relationship with us, and we can also learn about them and also, you know, trust them as well. Yeah? But The way I like to look at special time is kind of like a preventative measure. They say prevention is better than cure. We're living at a time where there's so much going on in the world and kids are getting involved in so much, gangs and violence, crime, smoking, drinking, you name it. I mean, you can't go out without hearing such and such has been stabbed. So special time is a good way to connect with our children so they know us, they know what's important to us, and they will grow up valuing that, and that is what is going to prevent them from getting involved in things that they shouldn't really be getting involved, because they will remember, no, this is something that my dad doesn't want me to do, this is something that my mom would definitely not like, my mom says I can't do that. So special time is really important to enable us to lay our values. But I want us to remember something really important. Special time is special because it's their time. It is not our time to tell them, I want you to live like this, I want you to live like that. It is not about that. It is their time to share with us what's important to them. But it doesn't mean you can't talk to them. It doesn't mean you can't share something that's really important. But just remember that it's their time with you. So whatever they want to do, whatever they want to talk about, that is what is a priority. Okay, so that's why special time is really important. Every parenting program I know out there recommends special time because, honest to God, I've done it and I know the value of spending that extra time with your children. So no matter how busy our day may get, let me just say, prioritize this. If you forget to do the dishes, if you forget to clean the house, do not forget to spend that extra time with your children. So let me share a couple of tips of how you can spend special time with your children if you have 2 to 3 children with you. So the number one way that I'm going to share is slot special time for each of your children at different times during the day when other children are doing other things. So think of it this way. Let's say you pick up 3 of your children from school, right? Maybe one has an after school activity. Maybe another one is going to the friend's house. So use those times, use your activities during the day to slot in special time. So maybe one of them could be brushing their teeth, or maybe one of them could be playing a computer game. So use whatever activities you have planned out for the day and slot in special time with another child whilst the other children are doing something else. I hope that's clear. So use the day-to-day activities. Maybe one can go to a club, maybe the others can be watching TV while you're spending time with one of your children. Okay, so slot in time during whatever activities you've got going on with each of your children. The second suggestion is to separate their bedtime. If you've got 3, 4 children, you can create maybe a gap between their bedtime, so they could all kind of have like a half an hour space between, so that you can spend 10 to 15 minutes with one of the children, each of them, before they go to sleep. You can even use waking up time. If one goes to secondary school, the others still go to primary school, I'm sure they all get up at different time. So you can try and slot in 10 to 15 minutes in the morning before they go off, or before they have breakfast or something. Have a catch-up session with them. It's always good. What really helps with special time is to plan it. Literally get your calendar, your day-to-day calendar, and slot in whatever you've got going on. If it's work or other children or house cleaning, literally slot in your planner whatever it is that you have to do during that day, so you can see exactly where you can fit in special time. Okay, the third suggestion I'm going to make is to ask for help. Now, this is one thing I know a lot of parents, including myself, we are a little bit weak at: asking for help. So maybe you are friends with your neighbors, maybe you're friends with some of the mums in school. You can use them, say, look, I really want to spend special time with Johnny. Would you mind just taking such and such, or Jimmy, or James to the park, or can he come around your house and play with your kids? Or you can ask mom, you can ask dad, you can even ask partners. So use people that are in your lives, your network, to support you so you can create that special time with your children. But if all of this is still challenging and you cannot spend special time with your children because you can't slot it in for whatever reason, then here's my final suggestion. Create a special time, especially for each of your children, for 1 hour once a week. So literally plan a day out, plan an activity, plan a camping night in with one of them, plan to go to the cinema, plan something really special and use that time to bond with your child, to connect and talk to them. And I always say it's always good to talk to your children about special time. So plan it together. Right, I want to spend special time with Steve, and it's best for me to do at this time. Can you guys help by doing this and doing that? So use the children, talk to them. If you talk to them, they will want to help you plan this so that it goes really, really well. Because trust me, they do want you to spend that time with them. So they will listen and they will support you. So those are my suggestions on how you can spend special time. I'm sure there are plenty more other resources online, so you can always Google research into how you can spend special time if you've got 2-3 other children. But I do hope that this has been helpful and that you're able to take this away and apply it today. Thank you so much for watching this. And if you have not yet subscribed, then I kindly ask you to do so right now by just pressing that button, the little one in the corner, and keep watching and also share this with other parents so that we are all getting the same information. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.